Hi guys, it's Mrs. Nelson here to show you how you're going to make a Google Slides presentation for your next assignment. You can see on the screen right now, this is the order of the slides and what should be included in the assignment. And as you can see, there are 10 slides. Please read the top here where it says you are expected to use full sentences for each slide. Please double check your spelling and punctuation before submitting for a grade. This is very important. I allowed some fragments in your outline that you submitted this past week, but for the final presentation, I am going to ask that you pay close attention to your grammar and your spelling. So, using this information sheet, you are now going to open up the Google Slides presentation that I attached to your assignment, and it starts off looking like this. So here you're actually just going to click inside and you can delete what I wrote and just type in the name of your animal. So I'll just say tigers, and then here where it says by, just get rid of that and write your name. So I'll just write by Mrs. Nelson. I would love to add a different background. The only way you're going to see the word background is if you click away from the text box here. So I'm going to click away. And now if you see, the word background is here, so I could start working with it. So I'm going to click on background. And now it's asking me, what kind of background do you want? Well, right now it's telling you the color is white. There's no image, so it's asking you to choose one. But I'm not going to use an image. I'm just going to play with colors right now. And if I click here where it says, and look, when I go over it, it says background color. I'm going to click on the arrow and it's going to show me different colors I can choose from. Now you are welcome to play around with these colors. You can play with what's called a gradient. Watch what happens when I click on that. It's going to show you, you can, make it almost look like a tie-dye or an ombre type of look, which is cool. So please feel free to play around with that. But I'm going to stay in the solids, which is where I was before. And I'm just going to click a color. I'm going to go with orange just because I am doing tigers right now and they are orange and black. And when I do, it shows me that that is the color. And if I want all of my slides, all 10 slides to be the same color, I'm going to click add to theme. But if I only want to do this slide color, I'm going to click done. So I'm going to do that now. And now I'm done with this slide, so I would like to add another slide. So what I would do is I would go up to this plus sign right here, and it's telling me, oh, that's a new slide. But I also want to change the layout of my slide. So I'm going to click right next to the plus sign, which is a drop-down menu. And when I do, it shows me different layouts I can choose from. So I'm going to go with the one column text. And when I do, it's showing me that the only thing I can write in right now is this area, but I also want to add a picture, because if you remember in the layout, it told me slide 2 should be the size of your animal and a picture. So the title, I think, would make sense is size. And then, and then in the text box, this is where I would write the size of my animal. So I could say the size of the tiger is, and then you would write your sentence. Do you see how I restated the size of the tiger is? That's using a full sentence like I'm asking you to. And then I want to add a picture. So how do I do that? Well, first I'm going to click away from the text box because I'm not going to put it in the text box. I'm actually going to put it over here. So I have to go to either insert, or I could just click the little image here. It looks like a mountain on a backdrop. And when I click it, it's saying, where do you want to get the image from? Now, if you've saved images on your computer already, you can go to upload from the computer, but I'm just going to search the web because I haven't saved anything yet. And when I click on that, it brings up a Google search screen right here in a long rectangle, and I can actually search right in Google Slides for an image from Google. So I'm going to search for the obvious, a tiger. And when I hit enter, all these pictures of tigers come up that I can use for my presentation. Now I'm really loving this first one. So I'm going to click on it and watch what happens at the bottom of the screen when I do. Ready? It says I selected one, so now I want to click the word insert. And now watch what happens. There it is. And you see how it has the blue box all around it? That means I can manipulate my image or change it. So I'm going to make it maybe a little smaller. I can make it a little bigger. I can move it up and down. And I like it right there because it looks great. So now, remember, I want to play with the background. So I'm going to change the background of this slide now. And if I click on backgrounds, remember that's how you do it. Again, I'm going to do a color. And maybe this time I'll do a nice green. And I'll say done. So now that slide is done. So at this point, it would be time to add another slide. So again, I would go up to the corner here where the plus sign is, but I would click the drop-down menu arrow next to it. And again, I'm going to click the same layout because the format really works with, and the layout really works with what we're looking for in our Google Doc. And if I go back to the Google Doc, it says now for slide 3, I'm looking for the habitat and a picture. So a perfect name for this would be habitat. And here I would write a full sentence, including what is asked for in the Google Doc. I would insert a picture and then change my background. And I would keep doing that until I have 10. So if you have any questions at all, please send me an email or come see me during office hours, and I'm happy to help you. I hope you have a great day. Bye.